The story begins in the mountains where hikers are enjoying the beautiful scenery. Suddenly, a tragic accident occurs, causing several casualties. We then meet Alice, the main character of the story, who lives in the busy city of London with her boyfriend, Jake. Despite living in a vibrant city, Alice feels lonely and doesn't have many friends. One day, while on her way to work, she sees a guy named Adam who catches her attention. Thoughts of Adam stay with Alice throughout the day, making it hard for her to focus on work. Later, Alice decides to try and meet Adam during her lunch break, hoping to see him again. As luck would have it, she spots Adam and they make eye contact, creating a connection between them. Adam suggests they share a taxi ride, and Alice agrees without hesitation. During the ride, they become closer, and their chemistry intensifies until they finally give in to their desires and share an intimate moment. Alice finds herself drawn to Adam, even though she feels guilty for having a boyfriend. Despite ignoring her feelings, Alice can't help but think of Adam. The next day, Alice was looking at books in a store when she found a book about Adam who had done something very brave during a mountain accident we saw at the beginning of the film. Alice was impressed to learn that Adam had saved many lives. She felt a strong admiration for him and decided to visit him at his home. When Alice arrived, Adam welcomed her warmly, and they became even closer. As they talked, Alice asked Adam about the accident, and he told her about the terrible things that had happened and the people he had lost. Alice was moved by Adam's story and felt a deep connection to him. She made a big decision to leave her current relationship with Jake and move in with him. She packed her belongings and went to Adam's house, but when she arrived, she met a young woman named Deborah. At first, Alice thought Deborah was Adam's girlfriend, but she was relieved to find out that Deborah was Adam's sister, who gave Alice his address. When Adam finally came home, Alice told him about her decision and how she felt about him. They were both very emotional and hugged each other, reaffirming their commitment to each other. They shared a special moment and started their new journey as a couple. The next morning, Alice finds herself happily settled at Adam's place when Joanna Noble, a reporter from The Guardian, arrives to interview Adam about his Himalayan project. While Adam is busy with the interview, Alice explores his home. Later, Adam invites Alice to join him for climbing lessons, where she meets Deborah and Klaus, the author of a book she discovered earlier. Alice is excited about her growing relationship with Adam and shares the news with her friend Sylvie, who has doubts about the depth of her feelings. Alice insists on introducing Sylvie to Adam, but their plans are interrupted when a thief steals Alice's bag. Adam comes to her rescue and apprehends the thief, which makes Alice grateful for his bravery. However, she is taken aback when Adam confesses his love and proposes marriage. After some initial hesitation, Alice ultimately accepts, realizing that her feelings for Adam run deeper than she initially thought. In the following scene, Alice receives a letter warning her to be careful with Adam, as she might not know him well enough. Alice confronts Adam about the letter, but he reassures her, and they decide to take the next step in their relationship. Adam surprises Alice by taking her to a beautiful church where they get married. They then go on a honeymoon to a private cabin, where they relax and explore Alice's favorite places. During their time together, Adam takes a fun photo of Alice, and they spend their wedding day hiking and having a good time. At night, they share intimate moments that bring them closer together as husband and wife. Upon their return home, Alice discovers another unsettling letter outside her door, suggesting she made a grave error marrying Adam. Assuming it's from her ex, Jake, she decides to call him, only to be shocked when her friend Sylvie answers, revealing she's now with Jake. Adam later takes Alice to a party where they mingle with his sister Deborah. Amidst the conversation, Deborah gifts Alice a beautiful necklace. Days passed similarly until one day, during Alice's presentation to her company's senior staff, she was interrupted by a call from Joanna Noble, the reporter who recently interviewed Adam. Joanna reveals receiving troubling notes alleging Adam's misconduct from a mysterious girl. Concerned, Alice requests to see the notes for herself. Joanna promptly sends them via fax, and as Alice reads the disturbing contents during her meeting, her worry intensifies. Determined to uncover the truth, she tracks down the woman who wrote the notes, Michelle. After obtaining Michelle's address from Joanna, Alice meets with her, posing as a reporter named Joanna. Michelle confides in Alice, recounting a troubling encounter where Adam, whom she considered a friend, attempted to force her into a sexual encounter. Later, Alice shares this revelation with Joanna over coffee. However, Joanna becomes upset when she realizes Alice used her name to interview Michelle, fearing it could jeopardize her career. Despite Joanna's advice to trust Adam, Alice remains unsettled. Little did Alice know, Adam was watching them, which made the situation even more complicated. Alice was taking a relaxing bath when she started having doubts about her husband Adam. She realized that she may not know him as well as she thought, and began questioning her decision to marry him. Her suspicions grew when she found a bunch of letters in his wardrobe, one of which talked about how unhappy the writer was with Adam's behavior. While Alice was reading the letter, Adam suddenly walked in. She quickly hid the letter from him. The next day, Adam noticed that Alice was acting strange and asked her about it. He admitted to calling her office and finding out that she had supposedly gone to a doctor's appointment, but Alice denied it, saying that she had been too busy. Alice then told Adam about her conversation with their friend Michelle, who had accused him of something terrible. Adam denied the accusation, saying that it was completely untrue. When Adam leaves the house after finding a mysterious letter, Alice decides to investigate the address written on it. She reaches the place and meets the writer's mother, who tells her that Adele, the girl who wrote the letters, has been missing for 8 months. The mother shows Alice a naked photo of Adele, which was taken near a statue where Adam had once photographed Alice's naked picture. Alice starts to suspect that Adam might have played a role in Adele's disappearance. Alice comes back home and her husband, Adam, confronts her and forcefully restrains her with a rope on the table, demanding answers about what she's been hiding. Alice admits that she read his letters, and Adam tells her that those were a part of his past and that he loves her. However, Alice's suspicions still linger, and she pretends to go to the bathroom to escape. Adam follows her, but she manages to escape and goes to a nearby police station to make a shocking accusation. She claims that her husband has committed murder, but the police officer explains that they can't reopen the case of Adele's missing without concrete evidence. Alice then reveals Adam's alleged involvement in Michelle's rape, but there is no report filed. Meanwhile, Adam arrives at the police station to explain that it's all a misunderstanding. He presents Alice's shoe to show concern for her well-being. Alice has been suspicious about something, and she confides in Deborah and tells her everything. Deborah shows Alice a titanium anchor that is used for mountain climbing. She tells Alice that the anchor from an accident was fake, which makes her think that someone, possibly Adam, may have tampered with it to cover up something bad. Alice shows Deborah a photo that she found in Adele's apartment. The naked photo of Adele was taken by Adam near the same statue where Alice was photographed naked. This makes Deborah even more concerned about her brother's behavior. As they continue to discuss their suspicions, Alice and Deborah become increasingly wary of Adam's actions and motives. They even start to think that Adam may have buried Adele's body beneath the statue. Their discussion was interrupted by Adam's call at Deborah's home. Both women ignore Adam's attempts to contact them and leave the place. Deborah reveals that she sent letters to Alice to protect her from Adam. Adam visits Deborah and finds some naked pictures of Adele and Alice on the table. This makes him suspicious that they might be at the statue's location. Meanwhile, Deborah and Alice reach the statue and start digging, eventually finding Adele's dead body. To Alice's shock, she sees that the necklace on Adele's neck is the same one that Deborah gave her. In a surprising twist, Alice discovers that it was Deborah, not Adam, who killed Adele. Deborah confesses to the crime, driven by her obsessive love for her brother Adam. This leads to a violent struggle between Alice and Deborah, which ends with Adam arriving just in time. When Deborah tries to attack Adam, Alice steps in and uses a flare gun to fatally wound Deborah. This event causes Alice and Adam to go their separate ways. In a reflective moment, Alice reveals that she and Adam saw each other again 2 years later but didn't talk, leaving their future uncertain as the movie ends.